mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to whisper sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer.
We're gonna go make some yogurt. Hey everyone! In today's video, we bring you on our journey crossing the border from Colombia to Ecuador, where we stay with a family on their dairy farm learning how to make Greek yogurt. We hope you enjoy.
We now made it off the bus all that time.
We're at immigration.
After taking a taxi, the guy tried to rip us off. And we're now at immigration waiting to get our
Passport stamped, and then we cross over to Ecuador.
We packed a lunch. We have some boiled eggs and plenty of snacks. We got some meat sticks, some granola. Sky is eating her egg now. We love the boiled egg.
We love
trick.
lunch out of a bag.
Lunch out of a bag. We got some lentils in a bag. We put the eggs in a box.
And it's already leaking through. Wet egg.
Alright. Well, it's better than nothing, huh? I'd say. So we made it out alive. It was about maybe an hour wait on the line. But now we're walking over to Ecuador. And there was 2 dogs walking.
Ciao, Colombia.
Adios, Colombia. And here's our friend from Taiwan that we met in the line. After crossing the border, we hopped on this bus, which we'd be spending the next 8 hours on. Vendors are always getting on at the stops, selling you snacks along the way. So here in Ecuador, their currency is the US dollar, but everything is still really cheap compared to the US. So we just bought some kettle chips and a couple chocolates for $2.
Like kettle chips in the US are like $7.
Wild.
After the long bus ride, we finally arrived to our Airbnb. This is what $30 US in Ecuador gets you.
So the next morning we stopped for breakfast and got some eggs Benedict for $13 each. And I thought it was expensive for Latin America, but then I found out that it came with bread and lattes. Alright, so apparently the Benedicto comes with a cappuccino and 2 loaves of bread. We thought we were just splitting that for the table. This guy has a
So cute.
little bunny. Gracias.
Thank you.
Mucho gusto.
When we arrived to the Maldonado household, we were greeted by Carla, the mother, and she gave us yogurt that we would soon be learning how to make. So then we drove to the farm where they produce the yogurt, which is about 45 minutes away, and we got to take a look at the property. Carla showed us the Airbnbs that they rent out, which you can find on Instagram at Tuku Camping Spot. But here's a little view of the property. Based off the YouTube analytics, this is about the time you guys have been clicking off, but we encourage you to stay till the end because the yogurt making process is pretty cool.
So So after familiarizing ourselves with the property, we got right into the yogurt making process, which begins with the milk from the cow. This farm has about 20 cattle that they milk twice a day, and it takes them about an hour with this automatic milk machine. During peak season, they produce about 500 liters of milk a day. Most of the milk that is produced gets sold at wholesale, but a portion of it gets turned into yogurt for a higher profit margin.
Once we suit up, the first step in the process is fermenting the milk. They do this by heating it to 82 degrees Celsius while stirring it for about 15 minutes.
Using this machine, it cools the milk rapidly down to about 40 degrees Celsius. Once it's cooled, we run it through a machine that separates the cream from the milk. They use the cream for butter, and the milk goes to the next step in the process.
The next step is analyzing the milk. This machine tells you certain stats like the temperature, the fat, density, protein, lactose, water content, and pH. Once that's finished, they add cultures, which is a live active bacteria, to the milk and then let it ferment. This typically takes several hours, during which the bacteria convert lactose into lactic acid. The yogurt stays in the fridge during this time to maintain a steady temperature and incubate. It's in a container that allows the water content to filter out. What's left is a really thick glob of milky product. Here you see Pablo putting that milky glob into the mixing bowl.
Next, they add preservatives, which they say they wouldn't prefer to do, but since they're selling to grocery stores, they have to in order to keep it from expiring. This is also where they would add any flavors to the yogurt, because aside from the plain yogurt that they sell, they also have vanilla, honey, fruit, cookie dough, and churro. Next, they take it to the mixer and mix it up. This also helps with a smoother consistency.
Lastly, we start filling the cups, which are all weighed and sealed. This is the part that takes the longest because we did it all by hand.
Everything that happens is motivation.
And here's the final product. This is for you too. Ciao.